Hello commanders, welcome back to another battle. In this battle we have an AI skirmish battle, but as you can see from the map layout and from this time to win mark, this isn't a regular skirmish battle, this is a survival battle. Basically what we have to do is defend these four factories or whatever they are. They don't really have a name as you can see, but anyways, we have to defend at least one of them for 15 minutes straight. If we do that, we win. But the interesting thing is, after we win, the game doesn't actually end. We go into a survival state where we just have to last as long as possible. So, first off, we have to actually try to survive, and for that I'm moving my units to defend this point here and this point here. But at the start of this game I didn't know that the enemies are just gonna be coming from these three sides, and I just sent my most important units, the Jaguars, and at this place, or like I did that later, but anyways. So let's keep forward through these boring parts while I'm developing my base. And I decided to go for an interesting tactic, which is to spam dragonflies while also making some Jaguars and also make the Wasp, which wasn't a bad idea, but if the enemy had like 10 Typhoons, that would be GG by far. Okay, but anyways, let's continue spamming those units, but I almost had full command points, so I had to go for a HQ level 4 or sacrifice these units, but I didn't do that yet for some reason. And I think it took me to realize the whole game that this point didn't need to be defended yet. But anyways, I made the Wasp and started producing the Dragonflies, as you can see. But as I said, I was full with command points, so I had to save up some supplies to upgrade to HQ level 4. And I also mined a few mines here just to help out my ally a little bit, because I had no units here. Just one Coyote and an Armadillo, which is like, what, nothing. Anyways, my ally was doing also well, going for Jaguars in combination with Porcupines. And the attack came from this side now, a easy defense. Also, was starting to make a small squad with Dragonflies led by the Wasp. So let's keep forward through these boring parts. And as you saw, I didn't really show it well, but there was gear. The time I played that game, there was the, how's it called? The 19th anniversary of the game. So there will be random gear spawning around the map, which we can collect. As you can see, this one right here, which my ally collected, which we get at the end of the game, as well as we get 100 resources for our base. And I think it also speeds up the progress for the unit production. As you can see, yeah, it skipped like half of it. And the point is, I really want to collect some gears because it would make us complete some tasks, which was really good. We would get a lot of resources. And anyways, I'm going for HQ4. Let's keep forward through that. And I'm producing more Dragonflies. As you can see, there was a big attack here. There was also a Typhoon and a lot of heavy assaults. And I lost almost my entire air force. But that's completely fine because I can replenish it really quickly. Anyways, there is another attack here which is much weaker. Just some heavy assaults, a hammer and a Typhoon. Anyways, let's speed up the process. And I just have to say, the battle gets really hard after the 15-minute mark. Like, it's really easy to win this, but to survive it's actually really hard. And anyways, I still didn't move these units here, they're just chilling here. I moved the Coyotes though, which is like nothing. But anyways, I'm moving my air force here to defend from this attack. And let's see, this is a simple attack I can easily defend, but my ally is getting a bigger attack for some reason. I don't know what that said, I don't understand Russian. But oh yes, the attacks are gonna start coming from here, just when I moved my Jaguars. But that's completely fine. Anyways, I moved my entire air force here, along with those Jaguars and snipers, to defend this point as well. I wanted to have a lot of Dragonflies so I could move freely around the map, so I can defend all the points in a matter of seconds. And after that I met some more Jaguars and Dragonflies, and I was completely full with command points. So now I decided to save up some supplies to go for HQ5. I also got gear here, very nice. But there was a big attack on both of our sides with a lot, and I mean a lot of infantry. Just look at this. So I sent my Air Force here to help. As you can see, I threw the acid strike, and there was a double attack with fire assaults and a lot of heavy assaults. So I was trying to defend this point, but I was losing a lot of my dragonflies because of the heavy assaults. Lost my most, sadly, yes. But this point I completely lost my army. So I begged my ally to help me, as you can see, and I think he will send this army here. Let's see. I just sent my unit there. He isn't really collaborating. He doesn't really want to help me. I don't know why. And there was a vortex as well. I had no porcupines. Didn't expect there to be air apart from cyclones, but seems there is. But my ally thankfully has a few porcupines, which are enough to defend. So there is 1 minute left to win. Am I gonna survive? Is this building gonna survive? I think so. Yes, my army is back in full force. But these heavy assaults are doing some great damage. Even though this building is defended, as you can see from the shield mark here, it's still dealing a lot of damage. So now let's see. We are getting attacked from all the sides. And now let's see. Time to win. 5 more seconds. There's Thors coming everywhere. One here, and one here. But that's no problem. We just easily defend that. As you can see, it says survive as long as you can. Okay, survive as long as you can to get higher in the leaderboard. So now it's just a matter of time until we get overwhelmed. So anyways, I decided to build a third Devia factory so I can mass produce dragonflies even faster, and decided to move every single dragonfly here to defend this point here because it has less HP. When I first fought this battle, I thought you had to defend every single one of them, but no. Even if you lose 3 of them, you are still alive. So that's good. Anyways, we are getting attacked from this side, and now by the time this was happening, the attacks were getting much stronger. 15 minutes in, the attacks are slowly but surely overwhelming us. But we still have a big army. My ally also has the mole, which is a really nice unit in my opinion. It's a really good placeholder. Is that the right word? Not really, but anyways. He has a lot of porcupines, which are good, so the Vortex can't really do whatever they want. I have 2 dragonflies here. Now I'm moving my entire force here. I don't think they can do much against the dragonflies. Only if they had 10 typhoons, then it's GG. I can't really do much. Or if they have a lot of heavy assaults. Heavy assaults are actually a really good counter in my opinion against dragonflies specifically. If they have cycles, then they are a little bit harder to hit. But dragonflies, they have to stop to attack with a good accuracy. As you can see, there are also torrents here, and more Thors coming in, bombing our base. But we are still hanging in the tight. We have my 4 Jaguars here, also 5th Jaguar here, and a porcupine. As you can see, there's an entire army of cyclones on both of our sides. Now this is gonna be really hard to defend. Mali has just 1 porcupine here, and I have my entire air force here, so I'll have to defend this point while my ally tries to defend this one. And he has only 1 porcupine, so it will be really hard to defend. So let's enjoy this fight here. I have the advantage because dragonflies are a little bit stronger than cyclones, and I had 5 more, so it's easy. But after my ally deployed the the turrets, and brought 1 more porcupine, this was an easy defense. Anyways, there's a lot of vortex here, as you can see. They're dealing quite some damage actually. This building is almost down. It has 30% more HP. And I lost almost my entire air force, only have 6 dragonflies. So I had to replenish my wasp and my dragonflies. There, slowly but surely the reinforcements were coming, but the fight was really tough. The 90th minute kicked in, and we are getting attacked by everywhere. Torrents, cyclones, everything. As you can see, I gave up on this point, realizing that you don't have to actually defend every single one of them, and decided to focus fully on this side right here. But the enemy had way too many torrents, way too many. Look at the amount, 7, 8. A lot of them. And I lost my entire air force, which was a mistake of my end. Dragonflies aren't really that good on the late game, and my ally is losing this side too. This side is getting demolished, so it was just a matter of time to get destroyed. So let's see how much I can last. Yes, the purple army is here as well, and I said GG's in the chat. It was basically over. We lost one building already. This one was getting overwhelmed. This one was like barely getting defended, and that was GG. Let's just see how many more seconds we can last. My ally has some more Jaguars, but that's like nothing. I'm getting overrun here, but my enemy is camping with me with Typhoons. Like, isn't that just unfair? Like, bro, what am I supposed to do? They get spawned up there. Like, what? And yes, this is the last building that's standing. Let's see. The torrents are raining on it. The entire enemy force is coming. 2 Jaguars and 1 Porcupine trying to defend along with a Rifleman, but there isn't really much of a chance, as you can see. So this is our last stand. Let's see how much we can last. Get high on the leaderboard. Can we hit 22 minutes? Let's see. Just a little bit more, just 10 more seconds. Can we last that long? Let's see. Come on, 5 more seconds. 5 more seconds. And yes, we did, even though we lost the building. Let's see. Yes, that's GG. Victory, I guess. I don't know why it said victory. It's not really a victory, but okay. Anyways, I think we played that good. It wasn't like the best play. Especially the Dragonfly spam wasn't the smartest one, but that's completely fine. They did carry us through like the first 17 minutes, but I probably needed more Jaguars. Hey, but that's completely fine. We still got like 7th place on the leaderboard, which is still good. I'm like now 38th place, but that's still really good for my level of skill. So anyways, that's all from me from today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.